So let's see who he is. He's here. Gonna show his bird stick real quick. It's pretty simple. You have favorable winds. You have Skull Captain, and you have Celestial Crusader. Those are your anthems, and then you play, just a bunch of good spirit generators and some Stormbound Geist and some pops and some Brave the elements. It's pretty simple. Um, I don't think this is. I have no idea if this is the best of the three decks, to be honest. Let's see. Let's challenge him with our Spirit deck, and let's see how it goes. I'm 1-1. I won week 1 against Den of Bears with Hexproof. He played Racktron. And week 2 I lost against the Giant list, I think. Played by Roberto Remedio. And I was playing Mystical Weird. As you can see, I have a lot of decks. I'm just not sure if any of these decks is actually good, but I have a lot of different decks. Um, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different decks. 5 of which I was happy to play. As you can see, 2 I already played, 3 I was randomizing. I think the strongest deck is actually the Hexproof deck. I think Hexproof is very strong in the format. Because, as I said first week, it's almost exactly the same list as in Modern. So I'm waiting for him to show up. Okay, he did show up. I'll just put this to the side and say hello. Let's see, we have 3 lands. We don't have a turn 2 or turn 3 play, but I'm gonna keep this. Because we have a lands, we have a pretty good mana base. I mean, we would want this to be a plains actually, but it's a pretty good mana base. Do you want to start with the Sanctum? I think so. Because that means no matter what we draw, we can play a turn 2. And we fetch a white source, obviously. I have no idea what he's playing. No idea at all. I don't think Duress is very good against us. I mean, he has to take Spectral Possession, which I wasn't very keen on anyway. But basically, he's seen our whole deck. He knows what we're playing now. There's just nothing else, really. I'm a little bit worried about after sideboarding Drown in Sorrow. We don't really have an answer for Drown in Sorrow. We have Brave the Elements against Pyroclasm, but Drown in Sorrow is -2/-2, and we don't have a way to interact, basically. If he plays 3 or 4 of them in the sideboard, which I doubt, we have a problem. I think he might play like 2 at the most. We could play a 2/2 flying. I could play this guy. If I draw a land, mm, no, I want to have an Anthem as soon as possible, right? Actually, casting the tokens first, then casting this, I attack for 2 more damage. I should have started out with Lingering Souls and next turn Skull Captain. If I draw a land, then I can Celestial Crusader and still have value. So already starting with the not optimal place. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. More lands for me. Midnight Haunting. Uh, no, I wanna Lingering Souls. Celestial attack for 4. Next turn Celestial attack for 9. He needs to remove these Celestial Crusaders, and yeah, if he doesn't, we will just have an army of really amazing tokens. Oh, he plays tokens too. The problem is the Celestial Crusader buffs them all. That's annoying. But Stormont Geist is really good. I'm not sure if Tobofog is good. I'm not playing Tobofog. I don't know why I'm not playing Tobofog, to be honest. Trying to figure out what I want to do. I want to spend as much mana on this as possible, but no, I have to generate tokens. I'm in a really stupid position here. Probably gonna have to trade tokens because he's doing 10 damage. Can't attack. We have to keep blockers back and generate tokens. I want to play this so if we draw black swords, we can flashback two of them. I thought about the panoramas and I think they are worse because you have to pay mana um to activate them, to sack them. You can't play them turn one, right? And sack them. I think we have to trade here. If he has Zealous Prosecution, that's just insanely bad. Yep. Mm. Do a Lingering Souls or do a Midnight Haunting? Guess a Lingering Souls. I guess I can get some damage in here. I don't know, maybe I should have double blocked last turn. But then I take a gazillion damage. Right, if I double block here, I take up to 9 if he has 2 Zealous Prosecution. Let's just give it a try. I should have probably done my last turn. Wow. Couldn't he just cast both Zealous Prosecution last turn and win? I can't block, and he does a gazillion damage. I guess he top decked this via Zealous Prosecution. Okay, we're dead, right? That's exactly lethal. That's exactly lethal. Okay. Let's see what's good on our sideboard. Brave Elements is good. Azorius Charm is good. The rest is pretty bad. Well, actually, I guess this spell against Zealous Prosecution is not bad. Let's see. Well, Celestial Crusader is absolutely horrible. Path is horrible. And the rest is pretty good, I think. Um, Brave Elements, Protection from White, I like. This spell against Zealous Prosecution, I like. Azorius Charm for lifelink. What are we gonna cut? One Stormbound Geist? No, I think Stormbound Geist is pretty strong. So if we had a favor of events where I think he we win and he can't do anything. I mean he had all the Zealous Prosecutions, but still his hand is a little bit better if he doesn't duress turn one. If he duresses turn one, this hand is horrible. Because we want to play turn two favorable wins. That's like the most important thing. After that, Lingering Souls, Convoke. Oh yeah, it seems to be working out. Is this a no rare format? It is indeed. It is Silverblack. Just commons and uncommons. No rares, no mythics. Modern, commons and uncommons. He should take Lingering Souls, obviously. Because if we draw a land, then we can triplicate after Lingering Souls. Now we're in an awkward position with a double triplicate, which we can't resolve. But an Evolving Vaults or an Ars Arcane Sanctum, I think is the name, would be good here. Or a Midnight Haunting, I guess. Do I want to wait with this? I guess so. He might duress me again. He might play differently, thinking that I don't have a play. Okay. Land. Okay, it's looking good now. Now we want to keep this development probably. Well, Zealous Prosecution really doesn't matter anymore. But I assume he's gonna have paid for favor wins too. So yeah, I think we want to keep the Dispel open. But he knows we have a Dispel. I really like the artwork of some of these tokens. The Lingering Souls tokens is the one which looks really stupid. But the other tokens, there's one more spell. I think Spectral Possession is one which also looks good. Loxodon and Hammer. Wow, that's a problem. Attack with one. 3 mana Midnight Haunting. It's kind of weird, but we need this. We need to generate as much tokens as we can. So I have to play like this. Because we have to raise this lifelink. If we don't generate enough tokens, we're not going to do that. Now we have 20 damage, so seems pretty good. Yeah, 20 damage. You should Ghost Quarter this island, I think. Pretty sure we're gonna win next turn. Even if he has Zealous Prosecution here, we have a Dispel. He loses both his tokens. This is worth it, right? Because he loses the tokens. I mean, maybe we didn't even have to do this. He still takes 12 damage, goes to 8. Oh, I want a black for the Lingering Souls flashback. Oh, he has double prosecution. Alright. Gonna get a second blue so he can't kill our blue completely. Gonna keep his land in hand so he doesn't know what we have. Loxodon Hammer is really strong. Loxodon Hammer is probably gonna win him the game. I mean, Loxodon Hammer and double Zealous Prosecution here. But I probably just shouldn't have Dispel for Brave Elements. Lag. Okay. I mean, he only has 2 cards in hand. If we're lucky, he doesn't have tokens. But yeah, this is back to possession. No, it's Shriekmaw. Why would you play Shriekmaw? That just seems wrong. Can't believe we're gonna lose because he had baited me with Brave Elements and then had double Zealous Prosecution and Lockstone and Warhammer. We had a pretty good thing, but I mean we had 10 tokens, 10 tutus. I just should have held that Dispel. He would have gone to 8, we would have had 12 damage on the board. He would have had, well, yeah. He would have still had his tokens though, with a Warhammer. That's the problem. Warhammer's really, really strong in this matchup. I should probably play Warhammer too. Because I play Azorius Charm in the same slot just for random lifelink and it's not as good. Not even close. So I think we're dead. I don't know what we could draw next turn. That's gonna make a difference. We can attack for 8. I guess we keep, well, no, we want to block. He should have really ghost quartered the swamp or an island, I think. This is a Karoo land, so he has enough mana. He has 5 mana after that. Yeah, we're just gonna die to this guy. There's just nothing we can do. Fear is pretty strong. And lifelink also pretty strong. Me do boo. That seems pretty bad to me. 4 mana? I don't think that's worth it. 4 mana sorcery speed. Put a +1/+1 on everything. I don't want to trash talk my opponent because he's winning, but I don't think he should be winning. I think our deck is better than his deck, except for Zealous Prosecution, which he drew insanely off in game 1, and then game 2 he had Brave Elements, which is good, which we also play again plus double Zealous Prosecution. We have to recognize this Loxton Warhammer is amazing, but like some of the other cards like Meta Boon, I'm not saying he's playing a bad deck, but I'm saying that we should actually win the matchup, I think, more often than not. I guess the Dispel was a misplay. Well, Brave Elements was pretty good there too. Um, and I should really replace my Azorius Charm with Loxton Warhammer, I think, because that's just better. That's Loxton Warhammer on tokens is pretty strong, obviously. But yeah, that's the week 3. That was my Silverblack Spurt deck. Let's have a look at the deck once more. That's the deck. Let me sort it a little bit. We have token generators here. We have our anthems here. And game 1, Celestial Crusader was just really awkward. The problem is, that's never gonna matter except in the mirror, I guess, or in another tokens matchup, which is super awkward, but it happened to be that way. Because in game 1, if one of our 2 Celestial Crusaders is a favorable wind, it's just whatever. Anyway, that's the deck. If you have any suggestions, you can tell me.